All right, it is September the 24th, 2023. The tiling of this bathroom is complete. Erin is now putting on the faucets.
Yeah, where's the small one?
Smaller screwdriver. There you go. Right now, this tape up here is to hold up that trim while the glue dries. But it is.
Oh, the caulking is done.
Oh yeah, we still got to do this part too. I mean Erin. I got a mouse in my pocket. Yeah.
Well, but
You taking that thing off?
yeah,
It said you didn't have to.
no, it said you didn't have to, but I want to.
Yeah. Why do people always do all these things, improvements to their house for somebody else?
Yeah. You want to do it for yourself.
You weren't worth it. And I ran, the drain was slow, so I replaced a bunch of piping downstairs around the drain.
This is going to be a boring video.
Well, with your attitude, it is. You're not very exciting. You don't say much.
Here's me. I'm screwing these really long screws in.
It's because we switched this. This was originally 2 knobs, and then we decided, you know what? We found out 2 knobs are not up to standard or code or whatever.
It was a combination of a bunch of different things.
We decided they were ugly too, because Erin really wanted these black fixtures like this, and all they had was, what's it called? Oiled bronze. That was not pretty enough. And
It was a combination between that and really it was just because the plumbing didn't work.
oh, and I struggled, my lord, this outlet right here. Everything, putting this GFCI outlet in was just a bear, because, now watch, because it was very much harder than you think, but, ta-da, that works. I did another one in another room like that, which went much easier. And what else have we done? I did strip paint off a door, and which was harder than you'd think because it was lead paint, and it was just really hard to get off there. And what else have we done? Oh, there we have some other stuff. We got a window repaired. Is that not going on there?
It is, it's just my screwdriver's the wrong size.
Do you want me to get you a tinier one?
No.
Now, what is going on with that? That is like, because you got to caulk in that little crack over this side, right? Because there's like a little gap on the tile. Yeah. But this was like all cement board. Not what do they call that? Plaster? Plaster, and you see like how it's got these kind of like fake tile looking things. That stuff is like concrete underneath, and we had to bust through that real careful, like along that edge where the tile meets. And then we had to rip out all this like plant board looking stuff behind it, and then we had to put up, what is that stuff called? Cement board?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pain in the butt, because then we had to measure it just right. And then this shower was right here that we moved up. Before, it was probably about here, just high enough to spray you right in the titties. And we moved it up to where now it'll spray your head. That was a pain in the butt, because actually this entire tub was not framed for a shower. And whoever put it in there before, I don't know why they chose the spot, do you? It was kind of stupid. Well, like they chose it really low. Why would they put it in so low? So as far as they could reach going in through that cabinet.
Maybe they were really short people.
This was the Benjamin Franklin house. Is that not working?
It would if I knew how to screw things.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey. I thought you were going to get this done a lot faster.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a boring video.
Well, if you were faster, this would be really great.
I think it's gonna be boring.
And what we got, Aaron's going to paint all this a lighter green. And I got to wash the outside of the house. It's pretty gross. Well, it's not really that gross. I think I'm going to go out. Well, we're going to come back to you. I'm going to go walk around and show some things. This is all of our work area. It's very messy. These countertops Erin made. She poured like resin and stuff on here before, but you can see like because of the sunlight of all the windows in here, it got kind of yellow. And she didn't use CV proof resin, so she's gonna have to, we're gonna re-pour these by us, I mean her, because she knows how to do everything. I know how to do nothing. And I'm gonna have to, out here in the backyard, we used to have a big propane tank there, but it's got a new central air unit that was put in a couple years ago, so we got that removed because nothing's propane anymore. And I have to wash all this gunk off here. See, it's like a Bedford stone, but it's like we have to, this is the worst part of it. All this nasty gunk. And this is the door I stripped. There's this weird, another door that goes into a bedroom. But, let me see if I can, this door had like several coats of paint, and a lot of it was lead paint. And I had to scrub all that off there with some sort of like paint stripper. And be very careful because this is a very, very old door. I didn't want to have to mess up. You making any progress in here? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't take too long. Well, you're really slow. Man.
You're really
Bob Vila would have this knocked out by now and be entertaining the whole time for posterity.
You've obviously never watched Bob Vila.
Bob Vila is pretty entertaining.
One thing you need to know about Bob Vila is that he doesn't do any of the work himself.
I think he does. That's a lie. You can't disparage Bob Vila like that.
I grew up watching Bob Vila. You don't even know him.
I watched a lot of old Yankee Workshop. That was more my speed.
I was gonna say, that's not Bob Vila.
No, I forgot who that guy was. But man, he used all kinds of original woodworking tools, no electricity. Is that supposed to be pointing down like that? I feel like...
Yeah, it is.
Like
Actually it is. It is, really, it is.
I feel like you might want to check the
Really?
instructions.
It's pointing down.
Alright.
You don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here.
I wanted you to have this done by now. I'm going to go show the plumbing I did downstairs. Let's go down to the basement. This house was built. There's Reed sitting down here playing on his phone. You can see this was a steel pipe that ran all the way here to there. And I had to cut all that off with a reciprocating saw and replace it with that little P-trap, and then connect all that and get it to replace it, to fix it. Here's the original pipe over here, because this elbow had like this really, you can see it had like a lot of patchwork going on, and this is really where the clog was. It was all inside this old pipe. But I felt felt like a man quite a bit because I am not one that has ever done that before. We got the chimney cleaned. It used to be black because it had an insert. Looks a lot better now. Reed's been putting in these electrical outlets. He's an electrician now. Do you want to be an electrician now that you've done that?
What are you recording for?
I'm just going to upload it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to be an electrician now?
Not really.
Okay. Huh? Oh, we've made progress. You gonna put the shower on?
Yeah.
How long is that gonna take?
Longer, because I gotta find the tape and stuff.
This looks pretty darn nice, Aaron.
Still needs to be caulked and sealed and stuff.
Where are you gonna caulk it at? Like around the trim?
It needs to be caulked all on the
Corners.
and around the edges and stuff.
Well, we'll come back to it. This video's been way longer than I anticipated.
Very long and boring.
Very boring. But we'll remember forever all the work we did on this. It only took us like 7 months.
Oh, please.
It took us a month so far just to get this done. You don't realize how many tools you don't own until you start doing something like this. And you also don't realize you don't know what it takes to do something until you start doing something like this. You're like, oh, that'll take about a week. Knock that out. You gonna fill that? Was there a vanity there?
There was a
Or a medicine cabinet?
medicine cabinet.
Yeah, pop that in.
Was there originally, I'm sure.
All right. Well, it's been 12 minutes. It's good enough. Goodbye.